What's up YouTube, and welcome back to the DIY Beard. As you can see, we've got the cleaning stuff out today, which means only one thing, that this filthy bike, all cruddied up, sorry about the wind, is going to get a clean. So let's roll that intro and get started. So, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do what I like to call a decontamination wash. So I'm going to make sure that I get all the crud and crap off the bike. As you can see, it's extremely dirty. I've been riding it now around for a couple of weeks and I haven't washed it for a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip all the crap off it, and then what we'll do in a later episode is start applying some of the polishes and waxes that I've got to get that paintwork absolutely gleaming. So today what we're going to use is we've got a citrus wash, which I went through before. I've already gone ahead and diluted that 30:1. Just got it in a lovely little spray bottle just to help me out there. I've got the banana gloss. As I said, I'm currently using the citrus peel, but we did purchase the banana gloss in the last video that we did, so we'll try and see how we get on with that. And then I've got Britegel for the wheels and Purple Rain for getting all the iron and metal particles off the bike from all that road crud. To help me wash it, I've got a lamb's wool mitt, super soft, absolutely fantastic for keeping those swirls away from your paintwork. I've got a normal wash mitt, which I usually use for the engine parts and the wheels, just so that some of the crud that comes off there doesn't get onto the wash mitt. And then a selection of little detailing brushes to get in there, alongside plenty of microfiber cloths. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix up the banana gloss. Now, one thing I am going to point out is I'm going to use everything within the instructions and directions that Autobrite specify. The reason I'm doing that is I want you guys to understand how good these products are, and I really want them to stand out on their own. So I'm not going to adjust any of the mixtures. I'm not going to use any more than I need to, because I know I did say to you in the last episode that a little bit really does go a long way. So let's get them suds mixed up, and then we'll start getting the bike washed and ready for its decontamination. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the bike a bit of a rinse off, really, just get any large clumps of dirt off there. We usually use a jet wash, but that seems to have packed in on me at the moment. You guys can use that. One of the other things I like to do is snow foam the bike as well. Let some of that suds dwell on there and get some of that really hard to get at road grime. I have previously protected this bike, so hopefully it shouldn't take too much to get most of the dirt off there. But let's get cracking. Focuses. We've got some lovely beading already, and that's from the last set of protection that we already added. So once I've given it a good rinse, what I like to do is get a good wash on there to start off with before we start applying some of the other products, just to make sure it gets all of that road grime off. Okay, so we've got it all rinsed off now, and I really like to start off with a decent wash using the banana gloss. Now, I like to get in and do that to start off with. So that's the bike's first wash. As you can see, the banana glasses sudded up really nice and thick. So what we'll do now is we'll rinse it off and we'll start getting the brushes out, and we'll get into all these little fins. We'll spray it down with some Purple Rain and the citrus wash and give it a good decontamination. Catch you in a sec. So now time for the Purple Rain, or what's left of it. So as you can see, we've had a bit of an accident, we've dropped it, and most of it has ended up on the floor out of here. But that's not going to stop us. We're going to give it a good spray down and see what happens. So not very beneficial for you, but certainly beneficial to me. As you can see, there's not a lot of sort of purple going on, which means that I keep my bike exceptionally clean. You can just see a little bit in the puddle there, which is coming off the underside of the bike. This is where I dropped it off, so you can see how it reacts and what colour it's supposed to go, hence why it gets the name Purple Rain. What we're going to do is we're going to get the citrus wash and we're going to get into some of the really hard to reach places, and again give that a good wash down. As you can see now, the citrus wash, I've gone in and I've gone round with all the nooks and crannies with a brush, and then I've gone over with the noodle mitt just to get an all over decontamination. Gone all underneath the bike and just letting it dwell just for a few minutes just before we rinse that off. The citrus wash is absolutely brilliant. It's really foamy, so the moment you start foaming that up, it really sticks. Like I said, I'm using that about 30:1 at the moment in a spray bottle. You can dilute it a little bit further if you want it to go a little bit further along, or you can make it stronger. This is a full decontamination wash. Like I said, I stay on top of mine quite regular anyway, but I've not washed it for a few weeks in preparation for this video, so it just allows me to just show you exactly what the products do. Like I said, I'm using all of the instructions that come on there. So let's get it rinsed. So now it's onto the wheels. So we're going to be using Britegel. Again, what I like to do is I like to use the brush to get in all the hard to reach places. I'll show you how it goes on. It's a really thick gel. What I do is I use the brushes to get in to the hard to reach places. And then I go over with my noodle wash mitt. So what we'll do is we'll time lapse it. thought I'd do is just recap some of the products that I have used. So as I said, what I've done is I've used banana gloss shampoo. That I found worked really well. It foamed up great, it stayed on the bike, giving it a good dwell rate. I washed that twice, so I used the banana gloss. Then what I did was I sprayed it all with Purple Rain to get rid of all the grime and road build up off there. Once I'd used that, I then moved on to the citrus wash. Now the Purple Rain I was actually really surprised with. It's got much more of a thick consistency. It's like a gel, even though we do have a casualty. I wish I could have used more of that, but most of it ended up on the floor, so I'm really gutted I couldn't really get to show you that. And as well, obviously my bike is really clean, I clean it all the time, so we didn't see much fallout on top of there. The citrus wash, however, I mean, that's just a given. I use that all of the time, and it was absolutely brilliant for getting into all those hard to reach places with a brush, agitating the dirt and then rinsing all of that off. And then finally we use the Britegel to get on the wheels. I use the brush and I use the noodle mitt to scrub those, and they've come up really nice. But I mean, we're yet to dry it. I will use my Reaper to dry. As you can see, it is spotless. I mean, look at those wheels. I do need to give them another rinse. It's like someone's out on the bike. So far, so good. So what I'll do is I'll give it another quick rinse off, get rid of all those soap suds, and we'll dry it off with my Reaper, and then we'll go and put a bit of quick detailer on. So before we wrap up, what I'm going to use is I'm just going to use some quick detailer just to go over and just to give it a little bit of added protection. Main reason more than anything is, I mean, we've stripped everything on there. As you can see, it's absolutely gleaming at the moment. But what I want to do is I want to just get a little bit of protection on there from a little bit of wax, hence the quick detailer. And then I'll show you how clean she really is. So that's it, guys. We've had to come inside, unfortunately, because we've lost the light. So the artificial lights for the outro don't really do this bike justice because it is absolutely gleaming. The Autobrite products, like I said, I'm really impressed with those, and it's something that I will continue to use for both of the bikes. Now, I do apologise for the GSXR. It is looking in a very sorry state, but that is my workhorse and a bike that I ride all of the time to and from work. Now, in the next series, what we will be doing is we'll be spending more time on getting this cutted and buffed, just because I don't know if you caught it before, but we've got a few swirl marks on the black paintwork on the mudguard, along with giving it a really good solid protection with a decent wax on top of that to give it a really good pop from the paintwork. Now if you haven't already done so, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We are getting videos out every week, and it really does push me on and getting a video out to you guys. So thanks for watching guys, catch you next time, bye now.